A very good evening. Welcome to another exciting edition of Big Talk, a program where we highlight political issues concerning Nigeria. My name is Ubong Osora. Welcoming you to the program. Tonight we have the ADC State Chairman who's joined us live as we look at the FCT upcoming elections. The election will be on Saturday, the 21st of February, where we'll be having people go out to vote for local council chairman and the different local council areas in the FCT. 6 of them, right, from Amak to Kuje to Abaji to Kwali and all of that. We'll be having new persons, coming into the office. We've seen the ADC emerging with a very strong campaign for its own candidates in Amak, Abaji and the other area council. And let's talk about this as we look at the FCT council elections, a political party participation and electoral dynamics. Thank you so much as Oba Ehigato, who's joined us live in our program in Abuja studio. Thank you so much, the state chairman of the ADC FCT.
Good evening and good evening, viewers.
Right, so your party seems to be the new bride, the ADC.
Yeah, that is what it is. And for some time, for 2 decades, Nigeria has been saying until we come together. Until Nigeria will come together, we will not get things better. So ADC has been a party that has been coming. Life is a process. It's actually a democratic party, an institute. Though it's a political party, we build leadership. So this is the time that God said the handshake that want to unite Nigeria and begin to bring people of like minds to rescue this country.
People of like minds, you mean politicians who are leaving the APC and the PDP to join you?
At a time in life, nothing good in the past. The only thing I consider good is the experience brought forward. Though, say how many times will a man fall? He falls 7 times, say continue to rise. We must continue to start striving, trying to get the best out of Nigeria. Most of these old politicians you are seeing today might actually regret, of their past deed. I think we should turn a new leaf. So I think that is what it is.
Right, so we see that the ADC, the FCT, FCT is like the bubbling ground of the ADC. We know the National Secretariat of the ADC, it's at Wuse, right? And all of these big people who are members of the ADC live in the FCT. Most of them have properties in the FCT. So how does it feel being a chairman of the party in the FCT at this time where a lot of people are coming to your party? Are you part of the people who were in the party before the coalition chose the ADC, or you came along with the coalition to the ADC?
No. From the beginning of Africa Democratic Congress in FCT Abuja here, I am one of the pioneers and the founder of ADC. I'm not talking on the national level, I'm talking of Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. I am the one that called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 persons at the start point of Africa Democratic Congress. Over 18 years I've been in this party, believing one day God will bring people like us that we believe leadership is a servant. A leader does not put the people first, is not a leader. The responsibility of a leader is to make sure the people he's leading are better than him. That is how God designed it. Then nobody help God. We pray for God to help us. So it is always glad to a leader that will see the people doing well. So this is our own political
like Tinubu will say, it is our turn.
Yes, when he says it's our turn.
So this is the turn of the ADC.
It has been a process. We're becoming, it's an institute, though it's a political party, it's Africa Democratic. We build leadership.
Right.
No, I believe one day what is happening now is like, if not, I would have moved to another party all these years. But I just say, if I don't know road to where I'm going, I should know road to where I'm coming from. Right. So it's consistency, resilient. One day, when you keep doing something, doing it, and depend your mindset with God. God look at your heart. in anything you do. No, at times I feel bad about Nigeria. I say, it does not work, it does not work. You understand me? I keep telling them one day things will get better.
Right.
It's a process.
So we've heard narrations where some persons have said that people who came into the party, hijacked leadership, institutions, leadership positions in the party. I'd like to hear that from you. Has there been any attempts by any group of people or any person to hijack leadership of the ADC in the FCT?
Well, there must be an attempt, but it depends the people that has been on ground in it. Like I said,
right.
We that has been in ADC that believe in leadership quality, that want to give the grassroots the dividends of democracy. Mm-hmm. Most times, most of our past leaders, they just themselves, the crony, and their family, which is, they try to make one or two, attempts, but we resisted because we.
Okay, they tried to make attempts at hijacking.
Yes, hijacking.
Who tried to make the attempt?
No, it is not going to be a thing that is visible, but the move of some policy, at times they want to breach the constitution. Another will look at it. We are progressing in error. This is what should happen. So by checking, following up their processes and all that, I am in a NEC. I am not in a member of National Working Committee as a state chairman. Whatever end of the EC, come to, then the NEC had to rectify it, which is the pillar of every political party. At times you see them want to go the other way, I will say, no, we the Congress chairman before the coalition, it is only the national chairman, my mentor, the founder of Africa Democratic Congress, Ralph Owonsu, and members of the National Working Committee that actually resigned to give way for these people that we believe joining force with us, we can rescue power from these people that don't want Nigeria to get the democracy that will be yearning for over the years.
Right. So, but you didn't mention, you didn't give me any names. You said you don't want to mention names.
We will also be we were very careful. Stone that won't see does not blind person. With the past experience of what happened to Labour, what is happening in PDP now, we were very careful to watch out those that were coming, that they will not find a mold, for leadership of the opposition not to come and sow a seed. Like in the past, you see Apapa, you see Abure Fashion, you see all of that in APC. Just when the Supreme Court gave a judgment for Abure and all that, the INEC said no, that is eternal party, that is going to solve this. Immediately Peter Obi left. Then that was when INEC now began to recognize the Supreme Court judgment. So these are part of when government is trying to inflate into some political. So we're just too careful. Right. So those are the areas I said there was an attempt. But because we are just too careful, I should be able to, if I don't know to where I'm going, I should be able to know where I'm coming from. Right.
So you've had very prominent members who are registered in the FCT now. Are you having interactions with them?
Why not? Yeah, we are together. ADC is big enough to reach everybody. Right. It's a handshake. That is the logo. Handshake bring love, peace, and unity. A handshake across the nation. The only party that does not preach religion, ethnicity, and tribes. We all.
Which party is that?
This Africa Democratic Congress, I'm telling you now.
Right.
We don't believe in.
But other parties will say the same, Chairman.
No, I don't know if they have said so. Because if they said so, I think they will not find where Muslim take care of the thing. Before now, they use religion to tear Nigeria apart. Does Muslim have a different market? Does Christian have a different market? Do you have Igbo market? We are all together in this suffering.
That's in your okay. You
understand me? So
Nigeria
the ADC, the Africa Democratic, we don't believe in. It's just like when you see an ambulance with a patient, in coma, we maybe in oxygen or whatever. Then you see dash to the hospital. Then you now begin to say, are you a Muslim doctor? Are you a Christian doctor? Or are you from Igbo? Or are you from this? You don't hear the patient, guardian or the relative saying he must be a Yoruba doctor. Or he must be. You don't hear it. Nigeria is such a state of intensive care now. So we actually need the right person that can put Nigeria, that will make the institution work.
Right. So let me ask, because prior to these elections, I've heard talks about how it is very costly to run for elections in Nigeria at the cost of running elections. Was that something people talked about, this FCT elections? What was the cost of acquisition of forms to run for these elections?
In ADC, we have 35% youth. Constitutional, you can Google and check. Then we have 35% for women. Then we have 15% for people with disability. That is PWD. Then 25% is just for general. So you find out that our nomination and expression of interest, no councillor pay up to 500,000.
In the FCT, all through?
All through.
Right.
The process. The candidate, the chairmanship candidate, no one pay up to 1.5 million. But you see other political party talk of 25 million, even councillor pay over 8 million in getting nomination form. So
in the ADC, you're telling us that no chairmanship candidates pay more than 1.5 million?
Go and find out. Yes.
Right.
Yes, no one. 6 area council. Amak, Bohari, Kuje, Abaji, Gwagwalada, Kwale and Gwagwalada. No one pay up to 2 million.
What was the consultation like? Did we have people come to meet with the chairman, come with envelopes?
FCT is a peculiar state.
Right.
You understand me? It is INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, that actually run FCT election. So it has to be national leaders of every political party and the national INEC. So what we do is just at this point in time now, during the election period, then that is when we come in. It was mainly the affair of the national when it comes to FCT election.
All right, so the national handle, the expression of interest
and the nomination form.
Right. So the campaign trail we've seen, are you following the candidates of your party?
I've been all through. I stay about 4 or 5
But none of them came to consult you. So sorry to because I just had the thoughts. No, are you saying no candidates came to consult you personally as a chairman of the?
No, we at the beginning before there is electoral act. You have a window for primaries. As at the time the window for primary was going on, the collation hasn't taken place. So we're just doing, Nigeria, they don't despise, when the world say don't despise the little beginning, they always want to go to these big parties. They underrate some of this other party, but then we were just.
The party is no longer underrated?
No, not at all. Not now. Maybe before the collation, that is just the way God want to have it, because we be working, taking this process, this time, that a day will come, a time will come when Africa Democratic Congress, my former national chairman, Ralph Wonso, has been saying this, that a time will come in this country that will take over the villa. Just like that, we'll keep.
Right. So you were telling me that some persons come to consult you.
Yeah, definitely. You see 2-3 persons. In fact, we were actually looking for candidates at that time. I have to tell you, put a call to say, come. Try to convince. Immediately after the unveiling of the coalition, that was when people start tripping in. And then the primary was over. They were now waiting for primary substitution. Most times we put some placeholder. So that was why during the time of led David Mark administration and Arebe Shola, INEC has to upload the new National Working Committee. So when they were all doing that, who is to sign the substitution primary? So we couldn't do it because the window was so close at that time. The new electoral act said if you want to substitute somebody before, you don't do primary again. Right. So but this time around, you have to redo primary for substitution. So as at that time, the window also closed because then they've not uploaded the David Mark led administration with Aregbe Shola. So that window also closed. We could not, at that time, substitute the placeholder we have. Right. So after everything, because it's constitutional, there was nothing we could do then. So we have to use other process by court that they have to see the reason. It was just because of this thing that was. So we have to now go through it now. That will now feed the right candidate. Right.
Okay, so let's look at these people, a lot of the coalition, because we've talked about the coalition. Why did they choose the ADC? Do you have any knowledge, any information? Why that movement?
They actually visited some other political party. You know, they have their own their template of assessment of where do we go. You know, I think formerly El-Rufai went to SDP. That early stage, he take the first shot. You know, they were all doing all their consultation and all that. But what I think they look into, they look at the leadership, our manifesto and our ideology. That was the main reason why it's okay. Africa Democratic Congress should be the party. Because it was like, it's going to be one party system as it were, because PDP were, you know, it was like government has inflated into it like any other party. But what can we do? Which party do we adopt for coalition? So they look at the party integrities and all that. Look at those that have been on ground there, the way they operate and all that. So they just decide to say, okay, let's go to handshake. You know, like I said, handshake, like in a local palace or anywhere, after reconciliation and all that, you say, give a handshake. You know, one will feel reluctant at a point. No, the elder will say, you must shake. Right. No, as at the time you are lifting your hand, you see the continent and that smile will just come. Right. You don't shake your enemy. Right. So that handshake is one of the reasons that Nigeria, it is time for us to come together. They have been using religions to divide the country, divide the citizens for their own selfish interest. Using this time for this time, this time for this one. But ADC never believed in such. We are just looking for the right person that can take Nigeria out of poverty and build institution. Right. No institution that is working in Nigeria.
Right. We'll talk about institutions, but let's talk about the ADC in the FCT, your membership drive and the administration of the party in the FCT. What has it been driving membership and speaking to people to join your party?
We don't speak to people. Like a tsunami, we were expecting it when they were talking of this coalition. People call.
People are not calling to join.
They just want to join to ADC. It's like, you know, it's the new bride, like you said in your intro, you know. We don't look for people. People are coming, but as we say, the place is big enough to reach everybody. We are just being careful so that we don't have a more that will come and destroy the system for us. Right. People call from, if you go online, people call. What we are just telling them, now wait until we did the MRO, that is registration, mobilization, and revalidation.
Membership, registration, mobilization.
Yeah. So that they really know who is authentic ADC. And
do you have data as to how many members were in your party before the coalition and how many you have now in the party?
I don't have a specific figure, but I know since after the coalition, it has doubled thrice.
So in thousands or in hundreds?
Thousands. In FCT alone, a day will get up to about 2,000.
In one day, in membership?
In a week, few days. Most times they go to National Secretariat, they begin to, in fact, I'm tired of calls. All I do, okay, chat me up, I will forward the local government chairman number to you. Tell me where you reside in Abuja. Then I will now direct you to the area council chairman. The area council chairman will now send you to the ward. because you actually register from the ward.
Okay, you get registered at the ward.
Yes, that is what it is. You don't see national register, you don't see state register, you don't see local government. It is from the ward. Every national leader you see today, they have their ward. That was why I think 2 months back now, precisely 18th of I think November, and the Disugli senatority pick her card in the Use. That is her ward.
Right.
So that is how it goes.
So now the ADC has a senator.
Yeah, citizen service senator.
Yeah, the FCT.
That is the leader in FCT now.
Okay, she's the leader of the ADC in the
Yes,
FCT.
as a serving senator.
The highest political office
holder in FCT, more or less the governor of a party. Then in other states we have ex-governor, ex-senator, ex-ambassador and others. In constitution there are still places for them.
Right.
Elected commissioner, if we have. So we have all of this. But when you now say serving senator now, is the Queen's Senator Kingibe.
All right, so let's look at the 2027 general elections. And even before that, the FCT elections is coming up on the 21st of September. How prepared is your party? We saw something with the Labour Party in the 2023 general election. Some persons complained that the Labour Party did not have party agents in all, the wards in Nigeria and all the polling booths to be able to monitor elections. Do you have that at this moment to monitor the elections in the FCT?
We have all our structure across the 62 wards. The polling unit agent are there. In case of Labour Party, you are talking, it was just before, 8 months before the general election. That was when Peter Obi left PDP and joined. In fact, he actually came to ADC first.
Oh, Peter Obi came to ADC?
Yes. Because we already have 12 pillars. We don't just want to give candidates, okay, bring...
That's before the 2023 general election?
Yes.
Peter Obi came to...
Professor Kingsley Moghalu was one of the candidates. And he's from Anambra. Peter Obi is from Anambra.
Dumebi Kachukwu was a candidate?
Yes. That's what I'm saying now. We're having 12 pillars, 12 aspirants. Then, among Dumebi Kachukwu, Professor Moye and Cole.
Kingsley Moghalu.
Yes. We did our primary in Abeokuta, Then because he could not just, he has to move to Labour. Based on the urgency of it or that, so they could not actually put things in order, to get the structure for himself. Because Professor Kingsley Moghalu, then, before the primary, he came almost a year to have structure across Nigeria. Immediately, he lose the primary for a reason I will not want to discuss here. He just make his brokers, and till today, you can't hear him talk politics again. So all his structure in ADC then, almost like 50% were gone. So we started building again. At the time we, blessed memory, Melafe Abadea.
Former CBN deputy governor.
Yes, was one of the candidates at the time. Esther Audu, Senator, was also one of the candidates at the time. We've been like that. We're becoming just that process, taking our time. So we all have structures across.
So you're saying that on the 21st of September, when I go on the field, I should be able to see ADC party agents in all polling booths.
Yes, if not that the Electoral Act did not allow for more than 2 polling unit agents.
That's a lot of capacity.
We were ready to have at least 5 in each polling unit.
In the FCT?
In the FCT, as I speak now. Right. But because they said don't break the Electoral Act, it must not be more than 2. They just come in INEC now. Maybe the party agent card is almost ready. So it is one that we uploaded, 1 per polling unit agent that INEC is going to produce. But they will allow for 2. Maybe it should be case 1 is press, another 1 should be there to assist. Right. So that is why they allow. So they will not allow more than 2 agents in polling unit.
Right.
But we're ready to
give more than 5. Right.
There are certain
That's a lot of.
I will not say on air because it's also part of our strategies.
Yeah, strategies of the party to win election. But let's look at this now. You trust the process and you believe that your candidates can win and not just contest for contesting's sake. Like a lot of persons go into elections and they know from the start they are not popular and they do not have the people supporting them. You believe that in the FCT, the ADC has a chance to win even one area council.
We have a chance. We have, let me just say, 85 or 90% chances in some area council. You know, that was why we took our time. Really, with my experience in FCT election, you know, people just want to increase their profile, want to say at a time like this, I was a candidate of this party. They were not really ready to. So when I had this experience coming to this area council election, so I was now with that experience. Now I said no, I have to make sure I look for capacity, look for a person that actually have the like I use the word people of like minds that we will feature, so that at least the word of ADC, the grassroots people must feel the impact. We want to change the narrative of political system in Nigeria. That's what we stand for. So we have the chances of winning.
The ADC will win the APC in FCT. That's what they are telling me tonight.
The tsunami, you see.
I will call you back to this.
You call me. Yes, I will come. But except Nigeria is still sleeping on top of Basico. You know what they do now? They go out with POS.
Who goes out with POS?
Yes, the people that have the money bags. Like you remember Peter Obi will say, I don't give shishi. But with that, not giving money, you see what happened.
So does the ADC give shishi?
We do the necessity. Outside my basic need, money is useless in my definition. If I want to have more
money is useless.
Yeah, after my necessity.
Right.
If I want to have it more than that, then instead I want to show, I want to suppress, I want to feed. That's what money does. And it's not of God. I should not take more than what God assumed for us. Right. Why will I be paying a school fees for a child that I have not yet given birth to? One of a leader did it. Yes, I don't want to mention him, you know.
I don't know. You can tell us the name.
No, if you don't want to know, let's leave it like that. But you know that contentment, that is what we stand for. So we don't do money politics, ADC, I tell you.
So you are saying that in some area councils, you've done your research and you'll be having over
except Nigeria want to sell their votes. I tell you, go to campaigns. You are a journalist, you check what was the other party, their campaign movement. Or is it radio or TV? You see them talking what they want to do for the people. You will see what will happen. Go around. On the election day, you see them. Now, each councillor, 10 million.
I don't understand. What's the money for? What's the 10 million for?
To mobilize, to do. But we just believe in, if I want to help you, bro, I don't need to. One thing Nigeria fail to understand, you don't go to bank and take a loan without interest. They'll ask you for collateral. So Nigeria never asked. This money they give to you during election, they'll take it back times 10. And you'll be complaining. There is no infrastructure, nothing is working. You've forgotten that at the election time, you were collecting, they'll give you Maggi, give you Indomie, give you spaghetti, give you all manner of things. At a time I shed tears in Katie, 5 cube, tie in cellophane. They were sharing to vote. I was election monitoring. They arrange crate of minerals, giving to go and vote. After voting, they will suffer for the.
So what is the ADC doing in preparations in case some of those scenarios that we've highlighted, if we have it happen? What has the ADC done to safeguard the votes that you may be getting?
We have our plan towards that. No, I'm on air. Right. Though we have a series of meetings, stakeholder meeting with Commissioner of Police, we have a stakeholder meeting with DSS, INEC, and all that. You know, the career, the leader, like the commissioner, on his own might want to do the right thing, like that. Though the boys in the streets might have their mind on their own. But all discussions that if you see any vote buying, any electoral outbreaches, we'll give a call. And so we always just believe that in Nigeria, we just give orientation to people, come out and vote. Don't say your vote will not count. It will. Because you people don't take this local election serious, they always wait for this general election. The past elections, you've never got over 20,000 votes elected.
Right. Yeah, let's even talk about that. Voter our party. We've seen in the FCT, there's been a lot of our party in the last general elections. If we use that as a statistics, less than 20% of the registered voters
will not come out.
But this time, INEC says we have more than 1.3 million persons who've registered, to actually come out to vote. Let's talk about voter our party. Do you believe that, because it seems a lot of persons that support your party now are on social media, and some persons have even called your party a social media party? I like that you respond to that. How are you mobilizing so that you could have those guys who support your party on social media also come out and vote for your party?
We are on ground. That is what we are trying to do now. We'll be doing that to Nigeria. Before now, they are tired, said the vote does not count and all that. I beg, after all the whole thing, this we are part of the assignment. We now begin to work on people to say, come, vote. Your vote we can. Because you don't vote, that's why they have opportunity of maybe they ring another. When you have 20 against 80, you'll be tired. When you the total vote cast, the total vote strength of FCT, the DG don't have it. Before now, it is only DG that come out and vote. That tribe will just be playing keep post in the street. You see the fathers are playing draft because all the plaza, all the market are shut down. They don't participate. But I think the last general election actually proved that FCT got over the thousands of votes they have. That has never been on record before. So this time around, at least we'll do some work. In the social media, we're enlightening people. Like I said, ADC is for the youth. So they operate in social media. They are on the streets. When we are campaigning, you see people running to collect our flyers and happy to hear. They don't want to even hear some of these parties because they are tired. I don't know how you feel about the country anyway. So we are tired this time, and I believe everybody now. I don't shine now, When you are too tired, still in the dark, you begin to see.
So the ADC brings the light. We're talking about how you are able to mobilize in case because we've seen, in different scenarios where issues of rigging, the Anambra elections that happened last year, we saw some people were doing vote buying, and that's something that we're still guarding against.
You know why FCT is a peculiar state? AMAC, for example, this is where the president lives. Right. The senator, the House of Reps, the envoy, all the American embassy lives here in AMAC. It's not a place you just... Have you take note of Villa? Is there any election that are casted that the ruling party win Villa? No, just...
I understand, yeah.
Do you know why?
You tell me.
The people, the elites living there, they know the right thing. They are in the government. They know what is happening. You find out that during election, they will just say, I beg. It has never happened. So FCT, everybody is watching. Though even if it happened, it will not be like other states. Before now, they say the election has been written. I said, forget about that. Here not be some other state that somebody will say, I've written the result. We'll all go out there and vote and defend the vote.
Right. So
that is the responsibility of every Nigeria. Vote. Wait until the election is counted. Possible, take your details. Follow to the World Collation Center. Follow to the Area Council Collation Center.
Right. So the issue of voter apathy, where you've talked about the fact that some persons may be playing football during the election.
No, that one has passed.
And
at a
maybe
point,
on their phones checking the results.
At a point,
right.
I think before 2023, I took this microphone from Federal Housing, Dugbe, down to after Gosa, from village to village, to tell them, come out and vote. You know, before now, like what I just said now, they will be playing drafts, okay, you today, you know, all manner of words. Then some will be doing their 10 years honeymoon because the market has shut down. From that point, I was going from community to say, you can imagine somebody didn't cast votes. When it is around about 8 p.m., you will now be asking, Chinedu, I beg, go carry generator, check if there is fuel, make we check who win election. And they didn't cast vote, but they want to. So I was telling them this as at that time, about 8-9 years ago. Come out and vote. Why will you want to know who win when you didn't participate in it? It's your civil right. Try and make sure. So since then, people get this orientation, and that is why you see the increased vote in FCT comes up. It is responsibility to everybody. Do your own, I do my own. You know, every hand must be on best to serve this country. Yeah. We're in a mess.
Right, so let's talk about the running of the party. I know that to run, even a family needs finance.
Yes, and that is the necessity
right,
of it.
Right, so how have you been running the party in the FCT? Who financed the party? And maybe I'll put it in these words by saying, who is funding the ADC and the FCT?
It's just individual contribution. Even as I speak now, as a party, no national has given a dime. I am the state chairman.
Right.
But we are doing the best we can do. We just believe, let good things, let Nigeria feed it. And I told my candidates, when you go there and you have a man of your own, but it's not going to be easy. That training, we are not coming to do like what others are doing. After electing you, close the door against your people. It's inhuman. God, as long as you do some certain, though he will not come out but there's repercussion. When they are paying for it, you might not know when. At times you just see flashy camera and you know, you're having and all that. But at the tail end of it, where I feel waka go, they not feel go with their.
So at this moment, we've not had maybe one of somebody say, okay, 100 million I'm donating to the party and all of that at the FCT.
No, they give 10 million, 5 million, as the case may be, to the candidates to help them for campaign materials. You know how much it costs to print 4x4 or 3x posters, full color. You know, those are what money is meant for. We want to campaign you for your car, logistics and all that. That is how it's up to be. Not raising money to go and buy electoral. You know, that is why when they enter there, they want to return the money back. Right. No development. So we don't do that.
So what measures are you keeping to hold these candidates accountable? And in case they get into the office, I'm going to ask 2 questions now. And the second one, we've seen, like now the ADC is bubbling, a lot of interest in the ADC. But this was the same case of the Labour Party in 2023. And after a while, we saw it nose diving. Are you also thinking about that? Have you taken that into consideration? That some persons who are defecting to your party today may also be defecting out of your party tomorrow?
People, you know, as a coalition, nobody is defecting. And people agree with PDP, agree with APC, Labour.
No, but that's defection. They left, they're defecting
you call
from
it
the
defection. They are coming together, not that a particular person is coming, you know, but these are a group of people that are coming. Like yesterday, like tomorrow now in Use, some APC guys are decamping to ADC, you know. It's allowed. But like I said from the starting point, I said experience is the only thing that is good in the past. So because it happens somewhere, you know, I will not allow what happened to A. You see it. you allow that same thing to come and happen to you. You must learn. If it does not happen to you, to learn.
So the ADC have learned from that.
Why won't we learn? Like Obi left PDP to Labour and see what happened in Labour. So do you think he's not?
But he has left Labour now to the ADC.
Yes. So those experience now, he won't want to make such mistake that he made before. So he will want to make sure the mistake he make in Labour, he won't want to make it here. It's only a fully child that you have to use man to say leaves the wave of smoke. But go down, we move to another direction.
Right. So the ADC is prepared to make sure that
well prepared, because it's a party that has been on ground coming. You know, a child that did not crawl and he want to stand. Now back for the fall now. First of all, you sit. You know, at the time you begin to move, then you begin to stand. So when you now begin to take speed, so ADC has been passing through this process.
Right.
And we don't want to make mistake that other party has made.
Okay, so one of the issues that we see cause problems in party is the issue of godfatherism and elite imposition, people deciding those who run for offices. But let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about these people. So let's go for this break, and when we're back, we still talk about the FCT Council elections that will be coming up on the 21st of September, Saturday, 2026. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
Politics decides our economy. Politics shapes our security. Politics defines our future. But who is asking the hard question?
Is intimidating governors to our opposition, and some allegations even say monies are offered to the tune of billions of naira to these governors to come to the APC.
On Big Talk, we take politics beyond party lines and press statements. We interrogate policies, challenge power,
and it shall be addressed,
and demand accountability from those who govern, from the presidency to the National Assembly, from state governments to grassroots politics. We break down the decisions that affect your daily life. No propaganda, no political comfort zone, just facts, context, and fearless conversations. Big Talk is where leaders explain, analysts dissect, and the people understand.
2015 elections were not held. They are doing rigging.
Don't just watch politics, question it. Tune in to Big Talk on Global Television every weekday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Join the conversation.
Welcome back to the program. If you're just joining us, this is Big Talk. My name is Ubong Osoro. On the show tonight, we are talking about the FCT Council elections that is coming up on the 21st of September, 21st of this month, February, I beg your pardon, on a Saturday here in Abuja. And we're looking at political party participation and electoral dynamics. We have who's joined us, the chairman of the ADC, African Democratic Congress, FCT, Oba Ehigiato, who's joined us live in Abuja studio. Thank you so much, sir, for staying with us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so before we went on the break, I asked a question about elite capture and godfatherism, where those who have been in power for some time dominate those who come through the system. And I want to ask, is that a problem the ADC is facing at the moment, or a problem the ADC may be facing as we move into the future?
You know, like I told you, before the coalition, there are some templates, there are certain things they look before adopting ADC. We don't believe in godfatherism. We don't believe in zoning. This has been the problem of Nigeria. Let round peg be in a round hole, square peg in a square hole. Capacity, people that can do the job. Not, this is my person. That is the challenges they have in one of the area council now that called Supreme Court gave judgment yesterday. Two persons, one win primary, the other one said no, and this one is a presidential candidate. So at the end of the day, you see, yesterday, the person that has been pulling away that he believed was out of the game. You know, like what happened between Rotimi Amici and Umeya then, with when Winke went to bring
So let's do some mayor.
Yes, bring Rotimi Amechi after the election. Then Supreme Court declare Rotimi Amechi the governor of Rivers State. You know, these are go for that reason issues that I want my whole person to be there. So I don't think we've had that this thing in FCT,
So
ADC.
Right. So you've talked about it that the party is guarding against it, but you have some big figures now, and they may have prodigies, and they may be recommending them for some positions.
No, as it is by the coalition from the beginning, we are just building the structure now. Is it Atiku that is just coming in now that want to start recommending somebody? Or David Mark led NWC? Aregbesola will now begin to say, my candidate should... No, I never see it happening. No.
Right.
I don't think we even believe in that.
All right, so I'd like to ask now, we've heard some other person saying they are the ones leading your party, and they've even called for some press conference. I don't know if you've heard of such information.
Press conference for...
about the leadership of your party.
No, we know who our leader is, David Mark and Aregbesola. Then Professor Sumbo, the National Legal Advisor. We have all the ESCOs. So that are leading the party. I don't know if there's any person elsewhere.
For those claiming that they were pushed out of the ADC.
Nobody pushed anybody out. This process was over 18 months.
18 months of...
Yes, preparation.
For the coalition to come to the ADC.
Yes, it wasn't just like they do all what they need to do before arriving at ADC to move on. Everybody, in fact, we were actually in Supreme Court, the factions. But with the NEC, we want this coalition to work. We must salvage this country. We must rescue this country.
But let's talk about one of the things that...
withdraw the case.
Right. Okay, just finish that thought.
No, we have to withdraw the case for Supreme Court for us to come back home.
Right.
All factions should come to enable us to give room to this coalition that we are seeing today. So it's a sacrifice.
But some persons are still saying that they were pushed out of the party. Is there compensation for them?
Whoever said he was pushed out, I think it's not saying the truth. No.
Nobody pushed anybody out.
No. I don't believe. We are the NEC.
Right. So, and there's also allegation, maybe at the national level, but maybe even as a state chairman, you are a serious stakeholder in the party, so we could talk about it, that the party, it seems to be a vehicle for the ambition of some persons, and people have mentioned names like, ultimately, people like Peter Obi, and maybe more significant in that equation could be an Atiku Abubakar.
No, at times Nigeria just want to say whatever they feel like saying. Let me tell you, it's not just Peter Obi, it's not just Atiku. Rotimi Amechi is there, El-Rufai is there. There are so many of them at the national level, leaders that have come to agree to come under this coalition. So nobody will say it is him that is driving ADC. No.
All right, so
but people might be thinking, Atiku will not agree. Hey, that kind of, personal, you just...
But at the National Working Committee level, at the NEC level, that those discussions are not there. Atiku doesn't have overriding influence in
Not at all. At times people, like we visited Atiku to say thank you when he took his card. Then Rotimi Amechi, yes, the NEC, which is the 36 states chairman, I am the landlord or the popularized host. We try to encourage all the leaders.
So Atiku doesn't have overbearing interest. It doesn't even have influence.
We don't even talk about it. I don't think he have it in mind, except within the household, he can be saying. Right. But
at the NEC level,
no. We are not even looking at that now. But what we are just doing, let the structure be built.
Right.
Let across the 36 states, let to the world have their base. Then before we now say, okay, who the car fit, let it wear.
Right.
It does not matter where it comes from. Can you do it with agreement that
And for you, it doesn't matter if it is Hausa or Yoruba, no zoning.
Like I just said,
right.
You don't go to hospital and say you are looking for, before you allow them to touch your patient. No. All you need, you want your patient to be good, to be healed.
So let's look towards 2027 now, because we're gradually running out of time. You are seeing the ADC competing with the APC and maybe the PDP.
Why not? Is there even PDP now? Until they finish with their fight or their court case. It's only Labour now that I know at least the INEC can recognize. You understand me? So PDP is still the primary they had in the
so the ADC is there.
Oyo State.
Right.
INEC did not recognize. So we are talking of APC now, ADC and maybe.
So ADC is now the foremost.
Is the opposition to the ruling party now. The only strong opposition to the ruling party is African Democratic.
Right. So I'd like to ask now, as a member of the ADC, are you comfortable that people like the people that were in the opposition are now in your party? And it seems they changed nothing. They just changed party cards.
Yeah. But let me also tell you.
Right.
When you see this National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLA, if they want to go and maybe raid where these drugs and all that is taking place, they don't call people like us. You know what they do? They call people that also, these people that have been in this government, that has been a part of it, now they have
come. They want to change Nigeria.
Now they have come. We want to use them. You understand me? Like I told you, nothing good in the past. They must have regret all their deeds.
Are they leaving these parties because of personal grievances?
Not, I don't think, when you are disappointed, we agree on certain things. This is what we'll do. At times they find out that this is not what we said we are going to do. At a time, you begin to feel too. Conscience is a God man. When your conscience is there, you don't even feel whether you are doing something wrong. So I believe most of these leaders have learned their lesson and said, please, I think by now we should be able to get things right. Giant of Africa.
But like Atiku Abubakar, he's been contesting since 1993 to be president.
Yes. Now he's here. But we are still looking at the right candidate. When all of them now will support, which other party they want to go now? This is their last bus stop. When you get to your bus stop, you stop.
So the ADC is the last bus stop?
For some of these politicians.
And what if they leave the ADC tomorrow, state chairman? We're gradually running out of time. Will you be surprised?
No, those that want to leave.
Right.
But right now, as I speak to you now, I don't think they will have that mind to.
So you told me, let me hold you to your words now as I end the program. You've told me on the show tonight that the ADC will have 85% votes in an area council elections.
I assure you.
But if they do not, I'll call you back to the program.
You call me back, we'll definitely come and say I told you. You also know, if they are going to build vote buying, it's left for Nigeria. But we are ready with the tsunami, with the love.
The tsunami.
ADC now.
Yes. ADC comes with a tsunami.
We are going to win.
The tsunami, chairman.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, people.
Thank you.
And that's the size of our program for tonight, as we look forward to having the FCT council elections that will come up on the 21st of February. That's on a Saturday, this week, Saturday. In the morning, right, INEC will tell us when voting will start. But please make sure that you have your voter card and you are ready to go out and vote for a candidate of your choice. We have various candidates. Look at the manifesto of the people and vote for the candidate of your choice. All right, so that's the size of our program for tonight. My name is Ubong Osoro in Abuja, and I'm saying bye for now.